Hey, this is Brian from Currents, and this is Antihero Online.
Funny story. I had an interview lined up with you tomorrow, and I didn't know you guys were on this tour.
Oh, word, yeah.
So it kind of worked out great. How has the tour been going so far?
Dude, it's been awesome. This tour has been like real crazy for us because it's our first time really like going out into the United States. The furthest we've been before this was Texas. And then now it's like we get to see California, we get to see like New Mexico, we get to see Arizona, and then we get to see North Carolina. And it's pretty cool. Like all the shows have been crazy. The response from the kids has been sick, and all the bands have been like super nice to us. So we're just, counting the days. We're thankful to be here.
And I mean, you guys got a new album that just came out today, officially.
Yup.
I've been listening to it. It's really good. You just stepped in as vocalist. How has the transition from you coming in and a band that's been established, how well has the chemistry kind of worked out?
It's been pretty good, and it's like you never know how it's gonna be because it's like I was friends with all these kids before we before I joined the band. Like I followed the band since their first releases, their first EP and stuff like that. And it's like being in a band with them, like it's this whole new dynamic. It's like you're in a relationship with like 5 dudes or 4 dudes in this case. But I think it's been good. Like it started out like we were all kind of nervous. We didn't know where things were gonna go. But I think now that we have like some songs under our belt, we have the record. It's kind of just we're a lot more confident in our situation and we're a lot more cohesive. And it's been cool.
And before you joined the band, were you a fan of the band?
Yeah, it's funny because we all played shows together, like in separate bands. Like Currents has always been a band in Connecticut, I guess. Like they've been a mainstay since I started playing in music, and I would be in bands that would play under them all the time, and I grew to end up being like pretty good friends with them. But like I was always envious of them because I was like, oh, dude, I want to be like this band, and it's like it's kind of cool how things worked out. How it's like, now I get the chance to be in the band, in front of the band, and like, I don't know. Every day I remind myself of that, and I'm just like, this is sick.
Kind of like a dream come true.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, basically, and that's how like this whole experience has been.
And when you guys started talking about going back into the studio and writing new material, where was the band at with the new album when you came into play?
Oh, like writing wise?
Yeah.
Oh, they started pretty much fresh. Like once I was in the band, like I think one of the songs, I think it's the second song on the record, Tremor, that was the only one that Chris had done around the time of Life Lost, which is the previous release. And other than that, it was kind of just like I joined and they wanted to just kind of start fresh and like see what I could do and see where we could go. And that's kind of just how this record turned out, is like we started writing pretty much right when I joined. We started out with Withered and then went from there, and just that's how we have the record that we have now.
That's awesome. And let's talk about the record itself a little bit. What can fans kind of expect from you taking over the frontman position?
Other than range, I mean, like I try to stay true to like the older stuff, I guess, and not alienate people that liked the band before, because I don't like when bands do that. Like I hate that. So I don't know. I think it's just like I have a different perspective. I have a different take and a different style. But it's like even before the band, I vibe with the previous vocalist Patrizio, and like I see eye to eye with him like on a lot of things. So I guess content wise, it doesn't really change. It's still like I put everything into like the music just like he did, and so that continuity is still there, just with a little different flavor, I guess.
That's awesome. And what are you guys kind of like hoping to go with the new album?
As far as we can go with it, honestly. We're trying to keep our expectations very low, be cautiously optimistic about everything. So far the reception's been like fantastic, so we're very happy about that. But yeah, I guess we're just taking it day by day. See where it goes. See where we can go. Who we can go there with, and just enjoy the ride, I guess.
And with the live performances, I actually just caught you guys for the first time. So this is my first take. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of vibing with the band together. How do you guys use that energy to get it out to the crowd and get their energy back?
Sometimes when you play, it's funny because like a lot of these people, when we play these shows, they never heard of us before, and that's the challenge, is to try and connect with someone that's never heard your band before and someone that is completely new to your thing. So I guess what we really try to do is just exactly that. We put 100% into what we do, and then try and get them as involved as possible. You kind of gauge how they are right from the beginning, but I think that at the end of the day, the heart of it is just to put your heart into it and just hope that people resonate with it.
And having a headliner like Miss May I, who's kind of already established in the heavy metal genre, bringing the crowd out, how has that helped your sales and the record itself?
Oh yeah, it's been phenomenal. I don't think there's any tour I'd rather be on right now. This is clout nine, just because getting to be in front of their people. We have, we're on the same label. We kind of, we're similar genres, similar sound styles and stuff. So getting to be in front of them, and then as well as Upon a Burning Bodies fans and Kublai Khan's fans, it's a kind of a, you have different kinds of people for each band, and getting to be in front of all of those different, groups has just been excellent, because we'll do our own merch throughout the night and everything. So every time we play, I'll after I run over to the merch table and talk to people and just try and gauge where people are at and see what they think. And I think that getting in front of these people is it's paramount to us moving forward and getting the record out there.
And this is kind of the dating phase,
right? Yeah, this is and that's the thing, is you have these people I can count on one hand how many times I've seen a band and I've never heard of them and just been oh man, I have to support this band, and that's what I strive for. That's what I want to have happen. I want to have people connect with us, I guess. And this is where it starts, it's we're that first band on the bill no one's ever heard of before, but we're here early. It's 7:00. Let's check them out. Let's watch them. And I just want to take that and then turn that into, I have to follow this band.
That's an awesome way of looking at it. And the current tour is going to last a little bit longer, and then what's after this?
After this, it's up in the air. We have planned for, we're doing something in August, which I don't know if we can say yet because we're not announced on it yet. But after this, yeah, we're just going to see how the record does, and then we'll have a better idea. We want to do some stuff in the fall and hopefully just tour through this record for the rest of the year. But for right now, it's kind of just, it's all suspect.
Possibly going back into the studio in 2018?
I would love to. Once we we'll probably once we get a good year out of this record, we'll slow down, write some stuff. We already have we have some material, so we're not at a loss. So hopefully, yeah, real soon we'll be able to make some more jams.
Okay, awesome. That's pretty much everything I got. Anything you want to add, where people can find your music, where people can follow you at?
Yeah, sure. The place I feel safest is our debut record. It came out already today, so it's the release day today. You can pick it up on iTunes. It's on Spotify. You can get it from the Sharp Tone Merchant Now page, or if you're coming to any of the remaining dates, we have it at our merch table. You can pick it up.
And Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep, we're on all that stuff. We're it's I think it's Currents, just Currents on Instagram. I don't think we landed it on Twitter. It's Currents CT, and then the same thing for Facebook is Currents CT. But yeah, we're on there.